What's going on, cyber friends? My name is Schwa, and I'm an artist living in Los Angeles, California. What's up? Today, we're going to learn how to digitally recreate your artwork in Procreate. So, my boy Breeze hit me up with this design. Check it. Super tight. Breeze is another amazing artist and musician living in LA. We've done a couple collabs together. Check it out. Really cool stuff. So he hit me up with this design, and we're going to repaint it digitally so it can be printed on t-shirts and stickers and all that really cool stuff. And I'm going to teach you how. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so here is Breeze's design. Super sick. I believe it's called Monad, the Peaceful Warrior. Come on, look at this thing. So sick. You can tell it's a painting. You can see all the texture, especially in the faces, and just, you can tell that it's a painting. So we're going to take this, digitally repaint the whole thing, make it crisp, make the colors pop, kind of smooth the whole thing out. And yeah, man, let's do it. Really cool design, Breeze. Had a lot of fun coloring this. Recording tight. So first thing that we do is we pull his file into Procreate, and I'm just basically going to go over the black line work first, and I'm using a bright green color to see what I'm doing on top of his design. Everything we're doing in a brand new layer, just so we can edit it and color and alter it later on. I want to mention now that I used the symmetry tool. Basically, when he painted it, it wasn't completely symmetrical. I believe he used drew one side and then used transfer paper. It's pretty symmetrical, but not quite. So in Procreate, if you go to the wrench tab, go down to edit canvas and edit drawing guide, you can turn on the symmetry tool in there. And then basically you go to your layer and then you turn on the drawing assist, and you'll be able to use that symmetric tool, which is very useful for exact situations like this. So I'm going over the whole thing with the line work first. I'm also being mindful that not all the line work is black, like on the waves it's blue, or the crystals it's like a lighter blue. So I'm being conscious of that. I'm not trying to alter his design too much. So we're hitting that first, and basically everything we're doing, we're putting on a separate layer. So the first thing, I'm just starting off in the middle. I'm going to color the little flame below the eye and color the eye in. So I'm starting a new layer, putting in a base coat, and then I'm going to shade on top of that. Just like so. So here I'm taking the selector tool, and I'm going over whatever section I want to color first. I'm going around that section, I'm putting in a base color, and then I'm shading on top of that. And I'm doing layers upon layers with each one of these steps. And I'm basically just repeating those steps for every part of this process. As you can see, I was able to turn the green line work black just by putting a clipping mask over that layer and then coloring it in with black. Really nice. So I'm just taking this piece by piece. I'm hitting this like the blood kind of liquid kind of stuff here, and base coat, another layer on top, apply a clipping mask, and then I'm able to do the shading on top of it. And that's basically what I'm doing for each one of these different parts of the whole piece. Adding these little highlights. And with the eye here, I kind of redrew it. I'm using obviously his piece as the reference photo, and I'm taking some liberties with shading, and I put my own creativity into it. It's definitely still his design, but I was able to put myself into it when coloring it. And I'm using his piece as a reference, and I'm sampling the colors that he has by basically, if you just hold down in Procreate, it will sample the color from his original reference, and then I'm able to put that in as a base coat and then shade on top of that. But yeah, man, really cool design, a lot of fun. This in all took probably like 8 hours. The thing about because it is symmetric, I was able to color certain areas and then copy and paste and then move that over. Instead of coloring, side by side, just like that, I was able to, with the waves here, I was able to just color this top left corner, make it kind of the shade that I want, bring the colors up lighter and lighter to get that kind of neon, kind of wavy 3D effect, and then I copy and paste it over to the second side. Yeah, saves a lot of time. And then I'm just adding a little bit of shadow just to bring out the depth in these waves. And then just piece by piece, I'm kind of just taking my time going through it. Make sure that everything you do is on a separate layer. Add that base coat down, add a new layer on top, apply clipping mask, and then you just shade. And I'm going back and forth from the reference, so I'm shading what I see, but also I'm kind of just smoothing it out. I'm using a soft airbrush, and that's pretty much the only brush I've been using is an airbrush or the inking pen to do the line work. And you get a pretty good result. These wings were really cool, man. I like all his color ideas, and really, really cool piece. So it's slowly starting to take shape here, and basically for each different little section I apply the base coat, clipping mask, and then I just kind of shade on top of it, and then I just repeat the process, and then I copy and paste it to the other side. These faces on these Native American guys definitely took the longest in this whole piece, as here I'm experimenting with the colors that he had in his piece, but I'm also, taking my own liberties and shading and to get that kind of three-dimensional kind of look. And then once I'm done on the left side, I copy and paste it on the right, so I don't have to redraw and repaint the whole thing. Once you start going and you just start hitting this flow state, I got my tunes on, I listen to some podcasts, and I just kind of vibe out, and I have a lot of fun doing this. These flames are really cool to do. Constantly going back to the reference. Right there, I just added some final shading under the eye just to give it more of a realistic kind of look. And then at the very end of the piece, I really enjoy just going back one by one, taking the layers on and off just to kind of see what I've accomplished and then putting them back together, which is kind of fun. And so here is his picture of his painting that we started off with. As you can tell, you can see the texture, the line work it's cool, but it's just not tight enough. And after we digitally repainted everything, this is what it looks like. All right, everybody, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Want to give my boy Breeze a shout out. I'm going to link his info right here. Go follow him, check out his art, check out his music. Really cool stuff. Anyway, there's going to be many more schwa videos coming at you soon. Appreciate y'all. Talk real soon. Peace.